Today we put every single NBA player onto their hometown team to create one massive 36-team tournament. We have 31 US states, 5 different continents, and of course, Team Canada. But first we have to go through a regular season to determine seeding, where the MVP is none other than LeBron James playing for Team Ohio. Surprisingly though, it's a stacked Louisiana team who finishes as the 1st seed with Bill Russell and Karl Malone. Team North Carolina finishes as the 2 seed with Michael Jordan and Chris Paul. And at number 3 is Team New York, who has a stacked roster featuring Kareem, Dr. J, Carmelo Anthony, and Donovan Mitchell. At number 5, we have Team Ohio, who are led by Stephen Curry and LeBron James. Team California has possibly the most talent, featuring Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Jason Kidd, Paul George, Reggie Miller, Paul Pierce, and Damian Lillard. Team Europe finishes at 8 with Jokic, Giannis, and Luka Doncic, with Team New Jersey right behind them, with Shaq, Kyrie, and Jalen Brunson. A Larry Bird-led Indiana team finishes as the 12th seed, where Kobe Bryant will and Team Pennsylvania finishes at 15th. At 19th, it's Team Africa, with Joel Embiid and Hakeem Olajuwon, where Team Canada finds himself all the way down at 28, where at dead last is Team Utah, whose best player is Tom Chambers. And so the full bracket is set, where our first of 4 play-in games comes down to the wire. It'd be a pretty crazy upset if Maryland loses to this Massachusetts team. Steve Francis inside. That is a questionable foul call. Now, if you're wondering, this Maryland team has Steve Francis, Josh Hart, Victor Oladipo, a couple decent players. They don't really have any centers, which is why Nerlens Noel is going to beast in the paint. Massachusetts playing great defense. Francis in the post misses. He is way too little. There's no way he can stop Nerlens Noel. There's no way he can stop Nerlens Noel. Rudy Gay, a 3 is good. Bruce Brown at the line for Massachusetts as he misses a free throw. Wow. With 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Steve Francis inside is blocked by Bill Laimbeer. Massachusetts is heading to the next round. How did Steve Francis make that? As Massachusetts advances, they'll have to play the number 1 seed in round 1. Meanwhile, Utah proves to be the worst team in the tournament as they get completely destroyed in their playing game, as Tyler Hero and Tyrese Halliburton end up being a pretty solid duo as they advance to the main draw. As South America prepares for their game against Missouri, they are nowhere near talented enough for this Missouri team. With Jason Tatum, Bradley Beal, JoJo White, and Michael Porter Jr. in our final playing game, Arizona and Colorado comes down to the final minute. Arizona versus Colorado. Phoenix is pretty good. Mike Bibby gets a layup up and in. You can see they're running around with no centers, but they do have Jalen Williams and Chauncey Billups. Also Derek White for 3. He hits it to go up 4. The smart thing to do would be to go over Marvin Bagley. They don't have a center. Kevin Knox rises for mid-range and misses. Jalen Williams sets a screen and rolls for the layup. And so Team Colorado will be moving on as Chauncey Billups drops a huge 25 points and 6 assists. And the first round is finally set. The number 1 seeded Team Louisiana is prepared to start their tournament with a bang as they completely blow out Massachusetts and prove to be contenders in this very deep tournament. Bill Russell, Karl Malone playing amazing defense and on the offensive end. Meanwhile, an underrated Virginia team has a tough matchup versus Portland. This Virginia team is one of the best in the entire tournament. Allen Iverson step back mid-range. That's too easy for him. If you're wondering who's on this team, Allen Iverson, Moses Malone, Jerry West, Alonzo Mourning. Kevin Love, though, gets an easy dunk. Driving inside. He's the leader of this team, and he's leading them to glory right now. Kevin Love now. A 3 is good. Drives inside. No time to waste with the beautiful lefty layup. They go to Stoudemire. 10 seconds. A contested 3 is missed. They'll foul Alonzo Mourning. And Virginia is moving on. They have a tough matchup versus Team Louisiana next. As a great duo with Kyrie and Shaq begin their campaign with a quick and easy win against Kentucky. where the 9th seed looks incredibly well balanced, as their role players like Karl Anthony Towns and Dennis Rodman prove that New Jersey is ready to win the whole tournament, while Team Europe easily blows out a very weak Team Asia, whose only real good player is Yao Ming, who would be no match for an incredible trio of Giannis, Jokic, and Luka Doncic. And our first look at LeBron and Steph goes down to the wire. Shea drives in, great pass to Steve Nash for an easy layup. Shea, oh, it's blocked by Jerry Lucas. Oh, what a block from Jerry Lucas. Into Nate Thurman for the dunk. Shea drives in. Great defense from Ohio, stopping him. Nate Thurman in the corner, out to Havlicek, wide open for 3. And Ohio will be moving on. Meanwhile, one of the more underrated teams in the tournament, Team Texas, looks amazing. Because with a squad of Trae Young, Jimmy Butler, Grant Hill, Chris Bosh, Tyrese Maxey, and De'Aaron Fox, with an amazing bench, they are definitely contenders in this tournament as they advance to round 2. They do have a very tough matchup versus Team Ohio. But we have a great game between Kevin Durant and Larry Bird that goes down to the last minute. We have a blockbuster matchup between Kevin Durant and Larry Bird. Team Washington, D.C. and Indiana are very good. Step back, Larry Bird playing that lockdown defense. Quinn Cook open for 3, misses. I don't know why they're not giving it to Bird. They give it to Bird. Larry, a 3. Yes, sir. Quinn Cook contested, misses. Why is Quinn Cook taking these big shots? I have no idea. Into McGinnis. Bane, wide open, a 3. Terrible defense from Washington, D.C. And so Indiana advances, where their most likely opponent is getting ready for their first game. And a Team Michigan led by Magic Johnson seems very strong, as they have the best playmaker of all time and an all-NBA scorer in Devin Booker, with a phenomenal defense led by Draymond Green. This Michigan team are definitely ready to make a deep run, which means we do have a Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson round 2 matchup. As the number 2 seeded New York team prepares for round 1, Team Kentucky is great, but definitely not on the same level as this New York team. With the second best scorer of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Carmelo Anthony. With Dr. J on the side, I would not be surprised if they win the entire tournament. And a great matchup between Georgia and Africa goes down to the final minute and a half. Team Africa has the best front court in the league with Hakeem Olajuwon and Joel Embiid. Here is Embiid back to Hakeem. Butler with it. Embiid sets the screen. Hakeem Olajuwon, tough shot, misses. He gets his own rebound and slams it in Dwight's face. Inside, tough mid-range is good. Embiid sets the screen and rolls lob. The jam! What a play from Joel Embiid. Screen is set. Jaylen Brown inside is blocked by both Hakeem and Joel. Here comes OG Anunoby down the other end. Driving inside to Embiid for another dunk. Josh Smith comes and sets a screen. It's a big body. Jaylen Brown. Oh, what a pass to Josh Smith. It's a dunk fest here. I'm assuming they're going to run a play for Joel. They go to Joel. He has Dwight Howard on him. The double team comes. Luol Deng for 3. Oh, my goodness. They foul. Butler from way downtown. Oh, and Georgia is moving on, with Anthony Edwards playing his role well in a very huge win. Now it's time to watch possibly the most complete team in the league, as they might get upsetted in this close game. In my opinion, Team Florida is one of the most complete teams in this tournament. Gilbert Arenas, David Robinson, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, they are stacked. But they have a tough challenge ahead with Team Alabama. Gilbert Arenas, spin move, tough shot. That was tough, Gilbert. But this Alabama team is definitely a challenge. They have DeMarcus Cousins and Charles Barkley, a nasty duo as Eric Bledsoe finishes the layup. Big possession for Team Florida. Arenas draws contact. Eric Bledsoe, Charles Barkley looking to cut. Scotty Barnes playing some great defense. Hands up, Scotty. Hands up. Tough shot. Charles Barkley misses. David Robinson comes and sets a big screen. Arenas, mid-range is good. He's starting to take over the game. He can take advantage of this. Herbert Jones for 3. Massive shot for Team Alabama. Looking to go in a post on Eric Bledsoe. It's not working. I don't know why you wouldn't just give it to T-Mac. Here's Vince Carter now. 6 seconds left. David Robinson comes into the screen. 4 seconds here. Vince, a three. Oh my goodness. What a game. Alabama will have the last shot of the night. 6 seconds left. Into Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley is double team. Bledsoe in the corner for three. With 0.6 seconds remaining. Can Team Florida get a last second opportunity? Vince in the corner. Ooh, and Alabama has the first real upset of this tournament, taking out Team Florida. I think most of you think California is the best team in the tournament. I know I do, because an Oklahoma team is nowhere near on their level, because the entire 15-man team is filled with all-stars, superstars, and Hall of Famers, as they completely run through their first-round matchup and destroy an Oklahoma team that really only has Blake Griffin as they advance. They do have a tough matchup versus Alabama in round 2. Meanwhile, Team Illinois has arrived in Tennessee, where they completely destroy this team. And a squad led by Dwayne Wade and Anthony Davis is super solid, as the hometown hero Derrick Rose goes off in his first game, starting in front of Isaiah Thomas, as they win by over 30 points. Meanwhile, an upset may be brewing against South Carolina. South Carolina is one of the best teams in this tournament, but they might get upsetted by Team Washington. Ja inside, puts in the layup. They do have Brandon Roy. They have John Stockton, some solid players. Bunkero, a fadeaway is good. He's looking to upset. Screen is set by Zion Williamson. Tough shot is good. What a floater from Alex English. Screen is set. Kevin Garnett playing lockdown defense. Lockdown. But Bunkero finds a way to score. Zion Williamson, step back. Midi, what a block. And Seattle might upset. 1 second left. South Carolina needs a three. Middleton. They didn't even get a shot off. What the hell was that? Other than LeBron and Steph, I think this duo featuring Will Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant is arguably better, because the Team Pennsylvania is phenomenal as they smoke Arkansas as they advance to the second round. In our final round 1 matchup, Michael Jordan prepares, where Colorado is possibly the worst team still in the tournament, where the point guard Chris Paul thrives on a team with so many offensive threats, and with the first round ending, we have a great round 2 matchup between Kobe and Michael Jordan. Our first round 2 matchup sees the number 1 seed on the brink of elimination. The number 1 seed has a tall task ahead, because Virginia is one of the best teams in this tournament. Out to Robert Parrish. Midi misses. Big choke job here. Here is AI with 3 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to make a move. Pull up 3 contested is good. Joe Dumars. Step back mid-range. Tough shot. What a play from Joe Dumars. Iverson, 2 seconds. 1 second. Mid-range is tough. Great defense from Joe Dumars. And New Orleans has a chance to take the lead or tie up the game. Spin move out to Bob Pettit. A 3 misses. Bill Russell, a huge rebound, is blocked by Alonzo Mourning. What a play. This gives New Orleans a chance to tie up the game. Here we go into Clyde Drexler. 14 seconds left. They might go for 2. Karl Malone in the post misses a dunk. You've got to be kidding me. And so Virginia is pulling off the biggest upset so far in the tournament by taking out the number 1 seed. Up next, both Europe and New Jersey throw heavyweight punches, where these teams could easily have been finalists. Here is Jalen Brunson's screen from Shaq. Inside, tough layup is good. Here's Jokic out to Page, a 4-3. He misses. Wow. J.R. Smith into Shaq for the and 1. Doncic inside. What a back and forth game we have. And it's 111-111. Make a wish to subscribe if you're new to make that wish come true. Kyrie screen comes. Oh, gets Dirk leading. Jaren Jackson wide open. No. Luka down the other end. Easy mid-range is good to take the lead. Kyrie. Jaren Jackson sets a big screen. Kyrie inside, trying to get a bucket on Dirk, and he puts it in. Who takes the last shot? Jokic, Dirk, Luka. They're going to Luka. Luka Doncic. 2 seconds left. Tough shot is good with 1 second remaining. No timeouts. Kyrie from full court. Oh, and Team Europe just barely escapes Team New Jersey. Meanwhile, Stephen Curry and LeBron James easily breeze past Texas, where many fans are surprised that Ohio dominates this team as they advance to the quarterfinals, where a Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson matchup goes down exactly as expected. We have a Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson into Devin Booker for an easy layup to tie the game. Larry Bird looking for the cut. They go into Bird. Bird misses. Big rebound from McGinnis for the layup. I definitely see Team Michigan as contenders, so be surprised to see them drop out in the second round. They're obviously favors over Indiana. Booker inside. He's beginning to take over the game. Screen comes from Sean Kemp. Eric Gordon for three. Big shot from Eric Gordon. They definitely need a three or possibly a quick two. Devin Booker step back mid-range. Misses. Garland now on the ball. A three is good. And so Indiana pulls off a huge upset as Sean Kemp puts up a huge double-double in the win, advancing where they'll match up versus LeBron in Ohio in the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, New York versus Georgia is extremely close. It's time to watch my hometown team, the New York Knicks, for the first time. Now, Georgia is no easy opponent, as we know. They took out Team Africa. Here's Carmelo Anthony picking up his dribble inside. Lefty layup is good. And wide open mid-range. Anthony Edwards misses. Dwight Howard a big rebound. What is going on? Why would you pass it up in the paint? New York has a chance to ice the game. If they hit a three, this game might be over. Melo wide open. You can't leave him wide open, taking a 7-point lead. And so Team New York survives a huge battle against Georgia. It was a great tournament for them, though, I have to say. I don't even know why Bernard King is being interviewed. As California gets set for their second round matchup, it's really hard for me to see any team taking them down as they cruise past Alabama, where Alabama's bench doesn't compare to the star-studded California's bench. And this means we have a blockbuster matchup between California and New York. Meanwhile, Illinois continues to run through the tournament because Washington should not have made it this far in the tournament in the first place, as Illinois blows them out in round two. And it's finally time for Kobe Bryant versus Michael Jordan to end the second round. Earl Monroe at the line to tie up the game, as he does. 4 seconds left. John Wall making a move out to James Worthy. Contested three-pointer is a miss. Down the other end, looking to make an upset on the number 2 seed. Kobe lefty layup is good. What a shot from Kobe Bryant. Oh my God, it's almost stolen by Kobe Bryant, but not quite yet. Michael, a mid-range is good. This should be entertaining. Will Chamberlain cutting. Oh my God, it's stolen by Bam. Here comes Bam now. Down the other end. Adebayo gets fouled by Wilt. Pistol Pete. Step back mid-range. It's a miss. Kobe Bryant a big rebound. It's blocked by Bob McAdoo. He wants it. Will he get it though? P. Maravich playing good defense. Mid-range shot is a miss. He does have a slight mismatch over Bob McAdoo. Oh my God. You left Kobe Bryant wide open. He missed. Are you serious? Only way Philly can win this is if they get a really quick three-pointer, but it's not looking too good for them as Team North Carolina advances in a blockbuster matchup. And so the final 8 is set. The first team to advance to the semifinals is Team Europe, who at this moment are the strongest and have faced the toughest challenges, where Virginia is no match for this insane Hall of Fame lineup, beating them easily and are now part of the Final Four. Meanwhile, Indiana is trying to continue their Cinderella run, where this game would come down to the final shot. They're running some great sets here. Garland looking for the cut. They go to Larry Bird. He has LeBron on him. Garland gets a pretty good look for the mid-range. Screen comes from Nate Thurman. Curry into Nate, and he gets an easy dunk. What a play. Couple between the legs. Curry playing some good defense. Step back mid-range. Great look from Darius Garland. It's really just a whoever offense on Garland, it seems like. Curry, though, drives in once again, and he gets fouled. That's an interesting call. Looks like, I'm surprised Larry Bird is... Oh, Larry Bird gets it. A three. He misses. Rebounded. Zach Randolph Somebody's got to be there for the rebound. Couple seconds separate shot clock, game clock. Stephen Curry inside, another tough layup. Curry is balling out. Zach Randolph on the perimeter. That is not where he wants to be. Desmond Bane. Cleveland playing some good defense. LeBron is there. He misses the layup. Nate Thurman with 4 seconds remaining. 3 seconds remaining. Curry kind of open. He hits it. Stephen Curry wins it for Ohio, and they are headed to the semifinals. They'll play an amazing Europe team in order to reach the finals. Meanwhile, California and New York is extremely close, coming down to the final minute. It's tough that we have to see one of these teams go as Kareem finishes the layup. Harden, step back three. That is his signature move. Bill Walton, big steal. Here comes Russell Westbrook now into James Harden. They're going to him in the post as he finishes a tough layup to take a 5-point lead. California playing lockdown defense. Dr. J, contested, very contested, misses. And California is headed to the semifinals of the hometown team tournament. As Kawhi drops a decent 12 points, Team North Carolina is the only team so far to escape without playing a close game, as they dominate a stacked Illinois team where Michael Jordan is determined to add one more accolade to his stacked resume. And so only 4 teams remain, where Europe versus Ohio once again comes down to the final shot. Yeah, he's not doing anything on the perimeter. They're running a bunch of centers, it looks like. 3 centers are on the court as we speak. Luka Doncic, wide open mid-range, misses. Tony Parker on him, screen. Curry, a 3. It's good. Taking a 5-point lead, he continues his big tournament run. Curry, crossover move. Steph is unstoppable. Down 5. Luka still looking to make a run and keeping them in this tournament. Great pass into Jokic as Jokic finishes a tough lefty layup. Screen comes from Charles Oakley. Curry, step back 3-pointer is missed. Europe has a ton of time to tie up the game. Oh, Luka, wide open 3. He hits it. Tie game with 4 seconds remaining. Screen comes. Curry into Charles Oakley, and Giannis fouls. 3 seconds into Jokic. Jokic misses the layup, and Ohio is headed to the finals. LeBron dropping a huge double-double to reach the finals. On the other side of the bracket, Michael Jordan has his toughest matchup of the tournament yet. Incoming screen from Bill Walton. Great defense from the Hornets. That's the thing with this North Carolina team. They have great defense. To Michael Jordan. Mid-range contest is missed. California, Paul Pierce with it. Instant pull-up 3 to take the lead. MJ cutting inside. What a pass. What a shot. Locking him up. They're going for the last shot. Bill Walton comes and sets the screen. Contested 3-pointer misses. No timeouts. Bob McAdoo from full court. And we're going to overtime. Overtime will come down to one final 3. Driving in on Harden. Step back mid-range. Tough shot is blocked by Bill Walton. Here comes Paul Pierce now. Into Harden. Misses. Great defense from North Carolina. Here comes Michael Jordan on the fast break. Trying to body Westbrook. Inside. Layup is good. Are we going to be going to double overtime? That would be pretty insane. 7 seconds. Going to be Harden once again taking the last shot. Into Bill Walton. Misses the layup. What a choke job. They have 1 second. Michael pulls a 3. And we're headed to double overtime. In double overtime, North Carolina pulls ahead. And so, it looks like Team North Carolina will be moving on to the finals in a blockbuster double overtime game. And we do have our dream LeBron versus Michael Jordan finals matchup. The finals, of course, will be the best game of the entire tournament. LeBron is looking to add this to his legacy. Great pass into Nate Thurman. What a play. Can't get more perfect than this. Michael Jordan lefty misses. Here comes John Havlicek now down the other end. Into Havlicek. It's blocked by McAdoo. Big rebound, Michael, and he's off to the races. Into Bam Adebayo. He has a mismatch. Post move misses. Big rebound, LeBron. Here comes the double team. Pass out to Havlicek for 3. Oh my good. Nate Thurman A rebound and misses. What is going on? David fouled. Screen comes from Nate Thurmond. Curry, a three-pointer. It's good. Stephen Curry has been nothing short but amazing this entire tournament. Michael, 3 seconds. Worthy, a very contested three as James Worthy knocks it down. LeBron off a screen. Doesn't pull the three, but he has a mismatch. He can take it in on Chris Paul. He does, and finishes the layup with 7 seconds remaining. MJ inside. Similar shot to LeBron. 0.9 seconds left. No timeouts. Curry from full court. Oh, and Michael Jordan and Team North Carolina are the champions of the hometown team tournament. If you enjoyed this, make sure to check out this video where I fix some of the greatest draft mistakes in NBA history, or this video where I made Shaq the greatest player of all time. Thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers. Peace, boys.